We have done a lot of work on the forum, and at this point we could really use a navigation bar. We should at least have a way to navigate to the home page. We have the markup for the navigation bar in our mockup files. Before we implement it, we should create a component for it. What would be an appropriate name for the navbar component? Well, the view style guide recommends to use the prefix the when it comes to naming single instance components, like the navbar or the sidebar. Single instance components are components that will be used only once per page and do not accept any props. The idea behind the prefix the is that you know that there can be only one instance of the component. I highly recommend you to go through the style guide if you haven't already. You will find a lot of best practices and recommendations in here. So, according to this rule, we will name our component the navbar. Cool, we can now fill in the markup. I will copy the header element from the forum HTML mockup file. I see here that we have some local SVGs, so I will create a directory under Assets and I will copy those here. Now we can point the image path to the Assets directory. We can replace the home link with a router link and point it to the home page. That should be good. Let's see if we have any elements that we don't need for now. This is the user menu element that I want to keep here on the right since we will use it in the next lessons. For now, I will comment out the REST links. Our component looks good, let's use it in the app component. So I will use our new component, the navbar, just before this div. Notice that when I do that, WebStorm automatically inserts the import statement here and it defines the navbar in my components. That should be good. Let's see if it works in the browser. It looks nice. Let's click the router link. Yay, and we are successfully redirected to the home page. Now, no matter where we go, we can always go back and continue our journey in our single page application without having to refresh the page or change the URL manually. I notice in the home page that the heading goes very close to our navbar, so let's give it some space. I will go to the home component and use our push stop class. Now this is perfect.